Coming up on Cedar Valley Today, local schools learn how to react in case of a mass shooting.
Wartburg holds its yearly Push Day to raise money for Dance Marathon.
And the Wartburg softball team has come out of the gate strong to start their season. This is Cedar Valley Today.
Good morning and welcome to Cedar Valley Today. I'm Sophie Reeder.
And I'm Alexa Ganseveld. April 20th will mark 20 years since the infamous Columbine mass shooting. In the years since, mass shootings have become more and more common. CVT's Nathan Stephanie took a look into how these events reach into the heart of rural communities.
Almost 20 years after the Columbine High School massacre, the effect is still being felt, even in small towns like Waverly, Iowa. According to the Federal Bureau of Investigation, there have been 250 active shooter incidents between 2000 and 2017. Of these incidents, 20.8% have taken place in an educational environment.
Maybe the best way to sum up our reaction is that it's possible, it's not necessarily probable. So what we've been trying to do in the concept of social emotional learning is trying to develop better relationships with our students, talking about it as a possibility but not a probability. So we don't want to live in fear, but we also want to live in an area of context of prevention.
Already this year, 8 mass shootings have taken place across the U.S. While no school shootings have occurred in 2019, Waverly isn't immune to such a tragedy. So you just talked about the dangers of shooters becoming radicalized. Do you think that's something that could reach here to small town Iowa?
Yes, I mean, it's one of those things that it's happened in small towns across the United States. Waverly's no different. So Wartburg's no different. It's happened in different school campuses across the United States. Wartburg's no different. So those are the things that we should be thinking, we should be preparing for when it happens.
Both Waverly Shell Rock and Wartburg College have preventative measures in case of a school shooting. The Waverly Shell Rock High School staff participates in active shooter response training every 3 to 5 years. Students in Wartburg's Leadership Theories and Practices class go through Community Emergency Response Team, or CERT training. This training teaches students when to fight, run, or hide in an active shooter situation.
We're a small town Iowa. We never think about that stuff as it happens. And 10 years ago, Kip would say how most people, when an active shooter would come in, they just sit there and take it, while he gave us the tools and the mindset to know how to encounter situations like that.
Due to the sheer amount of mass shootings across the U.S., some feel that everyone should be knowledgeable of what to do in case of an active shooter situation, instead of relying on emergency medical services.
What responsibility do we as citizens have? Can we necessarily assume that law enforcement is going to be here and take care of things? Can we assume that there are enough firefighters or EMS to assist law enforcement with responding to these? And quite frankly, the answer is no, there's not enough responders. And by the time that the responders get there, statistics are showing the event is usually finished by then. So who does that place the burden on? It's on you, it's on me, it's on the private citizens.
The Des Moines Register reports that an estimated 20% of Iowa schools do not have security plans for individual buildings in place, but will be required to by June 30th of this year. Until then, small town Iowa will continue to take matters into its own hands. Reporting for Cedar Valley Today, I'm Nathan Stephanie.
Legislation will require all schools to have developed security plans by June 30th of this year.
The 2020 election is looming closer with every passing day, and the Iowa caucuses along with it. The 2020 election is in full swing as only 263 days remain until the Iowa caucus. The race to win the Democratic nomination is currently heating up, as 16 candidates have already announced their bid and likely more to enter. Since President Trump's win in 2016, more candidates with unconventional backgrounds have started to throw their hat in the ring. Fred Wallstein, a professor of political science at Wartburg College, talks about Trump kickstarting this new trend.
You know, most of our presidential candidates have been pretty well-known politicians that have some kind of track record, either legislative or in the executive branch. And you see all of these Democrats coming out now that have very little political experience, and of course Donald Trump had none.
The Iowa caucuses will be held February 3rd, 2020, so Iowans can make their voices heard in the upcoming presidential election. Keep it here, and when we come back after the break, we'll take a look at some important upcoming events at Wartburg.
Calls me googly eyes.
You know you're beautiful, right? You know that?
Even you're beautiful. I got bullied for wearing glasses. Share if you're against bullying.
We put it out there, just took off. 3 million people have shared this post. Don't let bullies get you down. I stand with you. Our whole family's wearing glasses. I wear glasses and I'm proud.
I even have the army on my team.
All the kind comments brought my child joy. I don't feel thank you is enough.
That's
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
As the doors close for Wartburg seniors, so do their final projects. Next Thursday is April 11th is RICE, or Research Internship Creative Endeavor Day. It is a day to build and celebrate and showcase students' capstone projects. There will be many projects on display, including poster sessions, oral and video presentations like documentaries, seminars, readings, panel discussions, displays, art exhibits including graphic arts, paintings, and sculptures, and music performances like instruments and vocal alike. Rice Day hopes to create a campus culture that celebrates academic excellence. The event will last all day Thursday. The projects span among all types of majors, from religion to history, and showcase the hard work these students have put in all over the past 4 years. All are welcome to the event and show their support for the students' work. The event will take place next Thursday, April 4th. For more information and schedule, visit www.wartburg.edu/rice.
This week, I sat down with some Wartburg College Dance Marathon executive team members to talk about this year's dance and marathon plans. Wartburg College Dance Marathon is the largest philanthropic student organization at Wartburg College. Dance Marathon's mission is to support, promote, and celebrate the lives of the children at our local Children's Miracle Network Hospital, which is the University of Iowa State Family Children's Hospital in Iowa City, Iowa.
Throughout the year, and then our big event is here in a couple of days. And all year round, we're just trying to hit our goal of raising money for the children and families at the hospital.
This organization raises money through year-long fundraising and social activities. Wartburg College Dance Marathon supports the families and children who are battling pediatric illness and injuries.
I work with our co-directors and everybody else on the executive team as well to make sure that we are hitting choice groups on campus. The nice thing about WCDM is that we're not just a strictly athletic group. or strictly music or arts group. We kind of have a whole bunch of students that come in and join. So we have about 350 students signed up for WCDM, and we just do different recruitment outreaches through my position to get those individuals involved. And then I also am kind of the point person for dancers to connect. So I send a lot of emails to people, a lot of text messages, just to make sure that dancers know that they're appreciated. We also get them some pretty cool swag items, and I run the all dancer meetings.
Each April, Wartburg College celebrates their year-long efforts at their big event. The big event is a 12-hour-long event comprised of food, games, activities, miracle family stories, and dancing. Wartburg College Dance Marathon is for the kids. In 2018, CMN ranked Wartburg College Dance Marathon as number 7 in the nation for amount raised per capita.
Last year's event was absolutely incredible. We blew our goal out of the water, raising over $115,000. So then that set us up for our goal this year of $130,000. So hopefully we'll blow that goal out of the water again this Saturday.
Wartburg College Dance Marathon's push day was Thursday, April 4th. On push day, the organization strives to receive as many donations as they can. This push gets them ready for the big event on Saturday, April 6th. Reporting for Cedar Valley Today, I'm Alexa Ganseveld. For more information about Wartburg College Dance Marathon and other ways you can donate to support the hospital, go to facebook.com/WartburgDM.
Earlier this week, New York became the second state in the U.S. to attempt to pass a statewide ban on single-use plastic bags. Cedar Valley Today's Ethan Falsgraf took a look at the impact this could have on the environment, as well as how Wartburg residents can aim to live more sustainably.
Earlier this week, CNN reported that the New York government had agreed upon a budget deal that, among other things, would completely ban the distribution of single-use plastic bags. When asked about the ban, New York Senator Todd Kaminsky commented, "The average plastic bag use is about 12 minutes. We have this disposable plastic craze and it is adding up." But the deal makes sense not only economically, but environmentally. I asked Dr. David McCullough whether a total ban was a step too far.
It seems like it's extreme, but based on the evidence we have regarding the damage that plastic bags do, not only to the environment, but also to the organisms that ingest them, get tangled in them. It's a big environmental problem.
The main goal of the ban is to direct consumers to bags made of more sustainable materials.
But the idea is eventually go to reusable bags that even if they do get thrown away, it's after multiple uses, oftentimes months or years.
Wartburg's Sustainability Office also believes that there is a takeaway here for students as well.
Plastic bags are not redeemable, folks. Really the biggest plastic bag producer at Wartburg is meal transfers, right? So when you get a meal transfer, bring a reusable bag. Keep one in your backpack all the time, and then you don't need the bag. Or if you're only getting, 2 items, say you don't need a bag, and it's that simple.
It's a matter of habit. It's hard to remember to bring those bags with you, but once you get in the habit, it's always in your vehicle or stashed in a book bag or something like that, and you have the ability to transport stuff. I wish more states would take the initiative that New York has. Even if it's done on a city-by-city, county-by-county basis, it's a start in the right direction.
Reporting for Cedar Valley Today, I'm Ethan Falsgraf.
If successfully integrated into New York's 2020 budget, the ban will go into effect starting March of next year.
Many consider Title IX to be an important part of any student's education, whether they realize it or not. The Trump administration has proposed changes to the current Title IX regulations, which might affect students even more than they thought.
There is currently a lot of uncertainty about what is.
The federal civil rights law was passed in 1972 and has worked to protect students from sexual misconduct ever since. However, under the current administration, Title IX might see some significant changes. The proposed changes would require students to talk to a very specific set of college personnel when reporting sexual harassment, sexual misconduct, and sexual assault. This would also change what types of instances the school can intervene and concerning sexual misconduct on campus. A public comment was open to allow people to agree or disagree with the proposed changes, but the comment closed January 28th and is now a waiting game while the comments are being reviewed. Wartburg Title IX Coordinator Karen Thalacker said while Wartburg must comply with new regulations, she plans to keep Wartburg a safe learning environment for everyone.
There is currently a lot of uncertainty about what is going to happen with the Title IX regulations and enforcement. And so when those come out, we will be communicating directly with the students, faculty, and staff about what the changes are and the impact on the Wartburg campus.
Thalacker also said the proposed guidelines could go into place at any moment once the comments are reviewed and processed. For more information about what currently qualifies as sexual misconduct, Wartburg's sexual misconduct policy or how to report it, visit www.wartburg.edu/Title IX. And now we'll take a look at this week's weather. What's it looking like, Sophie?
Thanks, Alexa. While next week might be dead week for students, the weather will be sure to brighten up everyone's mood with warmer temperatures. So today it looks like we're going to have a high of 60. It was really foggy in the morning, but it looks like we're going to have a bigger, it looks like it's going to be more cloudy in the afternoon. This whole weekend we're looking at really, really nice temperatures. Saturday it's going to be 70 degrees, so make sure you go for some walks. Sunday, even though it'll be kind of rainy, it'll be 68 degrees. Now Monday is the highest temperature we have in the week. It's going to be mostly sunny skies, so make sure you go for a walk and get outside. The rest of the week, it looks like we're going to have some cool down temperatures. Tuesday, it looks like we're going to have a 66, but it's also going to be mostly sunny temperatures, so it'll be a great day. Wednesday, it looks like we're going to have the start of some rain with a high of 49, and then Thursday, we're going to continue on with a rainstorm with a low of 45, looking like summer just slipped out of our grasp. Even though summer may feel far away to the end of the week, it's closer than we think, and that means city celebrations. So earlier this week, Alexa sat down with Ida Waldstein in studio to talk about the city council and their relationships with fireworks.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs? Just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed. And they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs. And it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Welcome back. Joining us in studio today is Edith Waldstein, Vice President for Enrollment Management at Wartburg College and Waverly City Councilwoman. Mrs. Waldstein, thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
We have you in studio tonight to discuss some talks within the City Council about adjusting the window for firework use in the city. Can you fill us in about what the direction is of these talks?
That's difficult to say. Where they are right now, we're still discussing them. And we're getting input from the citizens here in Waverly, and we're all deliberating where we are currently, and then there will potentially be action taken later. We have a current policy or code, actually law, city code, that is a little bit more restrictive than the state law for the purchase of fireworks. And we have had that in place for a couple of years now, and we're revisiting it just to see whether we want to stay there or do something else.
All right. As City Councilwoman, what is your stance on shortening the window?
I can't say I have a stance yet. I'm trying to listen to what the citizens want. I do feel that there are certain groups that are very concerned about this, veterans who respond with some anxiety as a result of hearing fireworks unexpectedly, families with young children who say that it's difficult to get their children to bed and sometimes to not have them be scared, pet owners who are concerned about their pets when the fireworks are going off unexpectedly, and then senior citizens have contacted me too because again, they just are, I guess, woken up maybe more by these and perhaps frightened by them than other age groups. So I'm trying to listen to what everybody is saying. I also have heard from citizens who have had their homes damaged by neighbors who have set off fireworks and weren't able to keep them in their yards because of the size of the fireworks, and then hit their siding or their roofs or something and had some damage that way, not to mention the trash. I've heard a lot from citizens about that too, in terms of the debris that is left, and not just in the yard of the people who are setting off the fireworks, but also their neighbors. I've also heard from citizens in Waverly who very much want to be able to have that privilege, I guess, to shoot off fireworks and to celebrate the 4th of July and to celebrate our country in that way. So I guess it's a long answer, but I don't have a set stance yet. I'm trying to listen to everybody. It's one of those issues where, yes, there are some safety and other concerns, but I also think since the state law is that you can buy fireworks, we have to balance that then with the city code. Citizens can buy fireworks, that's clear. That hasn't been the case, I think, since maybe the 1930s, but a couple of years ago that was changed in Iowa. And so now citizens can buy fireworks in Iowa. They don't have to travel to another state to do that if they want them.
Thank you for coming in, City Councilwoman Waldstein. After the break, Annika Wall will be in studio with all your campus sports.
Start a story. Adopt at theshelterpetproject.org.
Welcome back to Cedar Valley Today. I'm Annika Wall, here to take a look at campus sports. Senior Sam Nettleton was the only Wartburg athlete to receive conference honors from the American Rivers Conference Office this week. Nettleton was named the Men's Tennis Player of the Week. Nettleton went 6-0 last week, which included 2 match-clinching wins against Simpson and St. Ambrose. His season record stands at 8-7 in singles play and 9-1 in doubles play with partner Nathan Coles. Softball is in full swing at Wartburg College. I spoke to the team to learn a little more about their season. The Wartburg softball team is on track to improve off of last year's season. During the program's 2018 campaign, Wartburg finished with a record of 17 wins to 17 losses. This year, the Knights have shot out to a 17-7 record, with the majority of American Rivers Conference play left.
We all really care about each other. It's like a big family. We are super excited for anything good that someone does. We also just have a ton of talent and a lot of different skills that have made us extremely successful this year.
The Knights boast a 1-2 lineup of tested experience and talented youth. Senior Liz Roby Miklas has the most amount of stolen bases in program history. Classmate Kaylee O'Brien is 3rd in career stolen bases and 6th in career hits. The duo of freshmen Sydney Ilg and Olivia Brecht have proven themselves in the batter's box and on the field. The two man the middle infield and bat 3rd and 4th in the batting lineup.
They've both done a really great job so far, and it's exciting to see because if they can continue to do the things that they've been doing, and we know that they'll only grow from their freshman to sophomore to senior year, and they're already impressive there, and if they can continue to grow, I really think the sky is the limit for them, and I can't wait to see what they'll be doing by their senior year here.
One of the main things that athletes take out of the program is growing as individuals in addition to growth as athletes.
Softball is what we do, it's not who we are. And so we really spend a lot of time challenging each other as women and people. I think one of the biggest things I can take from Wartburg softball is that it's made me a better person and leader, and that I know that whatever I try to do after this, I'm going to be successful because of the tools that this program has brought me.
Reporting for Cedar Valley Today, I'm Annika Wall. The Knights will take on the University of Dubuque in an away doubleheader tomorrow. The first game is slated to start at 1 p.m. This week marks an opportunity for all individuals associated with Division III to observe and celebrate the impact of athletics and of student athletes on the campus and surrounding community. It is during this week, April 1st through the 7th, that Division III as a group unites to celebrate the athletes that represent it. Wartburg College went above and beyond with their contribution to Division III week as they released a video titled Beyond the Field that totaled 8 minutes in length and celebrated the career of Wartburg football's Matt Seisha. Seisha was a two-time Gagliardi Trophy finalist, director of sponsorships for Wartburg College Dance Marathon, and currently owns the school's record for career passing touchdowns. To view the video in full, visit the Wartburg football tab at GoKnights.net. This week, Wartburg's famous skywalks turned blue, but for a happier reason. More when we come back.
Every time I hear the alarm bell go off in school, I think it's an air raid. A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed. I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close. I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us. But I know it's all gonna be worth it. I just want my family to be safe. But these are not my words. These are not my words. These are not my words.
Son, tell him that I've begun to dream of things to come, and tell the trees not to look for me. I'm going to find some peace of mind. Wake the sun. Wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun.
This week has been Enlightenment Week hosted by Wartburg Student Music Therapy Association. The purpose of this week is to help students learn more about music therapy and the populations the music therapists work with. Throughout the week, different events were held, including a panel of professors last night who spoke about autism spectrum, and tonight a benefit will be held at Sasquatch Jack's from 8 to 10. The benefit will include live karaoke, and donations are encouraged, and all proceeds will go to the Autism Society of Iowa. The first 40 students will receive a free sticker.
Looking back on today's top stories, local students and Wartburg officials dove into the dangers of mass shootings and the effect it has on communities. Wartburg held its annual Push Day to raise money for Dance Marathon, and the Wartburg softball team has started much stronger than expected. Thanks for tuning in to Cedar Valley Today, and thanks for joining us today.
To stay up to date with all of our CVT content, be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. We hope you've enjoyed these shows this year.
To all of our students watching, good luck on finals. For Alexa Ganzeveld and Sophie Reeder, I'm Annika Wall. Have a great week, Cedar Valley.